A few years ago, I realized that so many of my images, they existed in a box in my basement. I went down there, crawling through the cobwebs, and found an envelope that said USSR negatives. I'm not the only visual journalist that has history sitting in boxes in their basement. In 1989, the Soviet Union was beginning to break up. I was assigned to the story called Poison in the East, which was to document the pollution that the world was just waking up to in the Soviet Union. I spent 6 weeks traveling through Soviet Poland, Hungary, Germany, and eventually to the Soviet Russia and Soviet Ukraine to document what had happened just 3 years before at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. It was very important to have a visual journalist there because the visual damage of the pollution was really, really obvious and needed to be documented. This was in Poland. It looked beautiful, it looked bucolic, but it was completely polluted land. I felt like it was just these innocent children probably not knowing that they were, living on absolutely poisoned land. The villages, a bunch of villages around where I shot this photograph had to be abandoned. And this picture remained a negative for the next 36 years. We did end up getting pretty close to the number 4 reactor, which is the one that exploded and is now covered with what they called the sarcophagus. This is inside one of the other 3 working reactors at that time. I think the little detail that sort of gutted me but gave me hope was the flowers on the table in the cafeteria where the Chernobyl workers had lunch. They were so fragile, and so much of the world had been destroyed in this part of the world. I still get sad when I look at those little flowers on the table. I think this project, bringing these images back to life, is important because I'm not the only visual journalist that has history sitting in boxes in their basement.